Hello, I'm Liz Alire, and today we are going to discuss the high leverage practice number 12, systematically design instruction toward a specific learning goal. We're going to talk about what it is, the components, the purpose, and how it works. What it is. When using systematically designed instruction, the teacher needs to build their lessons focused on students' individual goals, group goals, and furthermore, whole class goals. The lessons are sequenced in a way that build on one another so that the students are able to make connections with real-life events and prior knowledge. The planning of these lessons involve careful planning and consideration for the learning goals and what steps the students need to take in order to reach those goals. So seeing where there's gaps and what needs to happen to fill the gaps and to continue moving forward. The components is to set clear, specific, challenging, and measurable goals. Organize and sequence the lessons in a way that moves each individual student towards their goals. Support students in organizing new information, providing scaffolding and structured learning, such as interactive notebooks, graphic organizers, and whatever else you can use to have the students review and reflect on what they have learned. All goals should be in the students' IEPs and regularly progress monitored to check for growth and understanding. The purpose is for all students to move towards their goals, and in order to do this, they need the opportunity to see the skills modeled for them, a chance to practice different skills and receive feedback so they can adjust how they are doing things in order to develop the skills successfully. By systematically designing instruction, it helps with the pacing of the lesson so the students are receiving the information they need to progress towards their goals while continuing to work in a whole class setting. The pacing should be determined by the students' learning of the material, not by the curriculum. How it works with explicit instruction. Give pre-assessment to ensure students have the prerequisite skills needed when scaffolding information. If they do not have the prerequisite skills, it's important to go back and reteach or teach for the first time the skills that are needed for the future lessons. When modeling skills, it is important to use clear, concise, and consistent language so the students understand and can practice the skills on their own. Systematic fading of support as the student gains understanding. So as they grow in those skills, being able to provide less support. So if a student is working on division, showing them how to do it, walking them step by step, and then having them work on some problems by themselves. Providing feedback to the student as they practice the new skill while continuing to scaffold the information. So as they are mastering the new skill, continuing to challenge them a little bit and build on those skills. How it works with remote learning. Due to the pandemic, this has been a big thing. So in online learning environments, special education teachers have to get creative and find ways in which to actively engage students in their learning, remind them of their goals, and continue moving them towards their goals and achieving their goals. Students with special abilities have been shown to learn best from mini lessons, and after the mini lesson, then the students need the opportunity to practice the skills they have learned through different activities. There are different websites now that have math lessons and literacy lessons, science lessons, and social studies lessons. So using those different avenues to be able to have them interact with the information that they have just learned. Conclusion: in every setting, for every lesson, teachers need to plan in a way that students are actively engaged with the lesson and understand what they are learning, and so they can learn to apply the skills in future lessons, in future situations that they may need to use those skills. Thank you and have a great day. And here are my references.